Hi, welcome to Mikey Toons with Chalk. Today we're going to draw a robot. I was inspired when I saw Robotech, so I decided to draw one of their robots. So follow along with me. First up, I'm going to take my marker, as usual, and let's start drawing. So there's going to be a lot of square shapes and blocks. So it's going to be a little bit complicated to follow, but I'm sure you will do just fine. Alright, so first, let's start with the first little block. I'm going to start with the head area. So what I'm going to do is, I'm just going to draw a shape here on top, and below it I'm just going to draw a little line down like this and two little lines there, just for some interest. And right there on top, so you can follow along with me, right there on top, I'm going to draw an A shape and maybe a smaller one. So this is just going to be little lines, and I'm just going to color it in just for interest. So all these round shapes and blocks is just to make a shape of a robot. There's no real method behind it. Now right here on the side I want to draw two boxes as well next to the head, one on this side, and on the other side we're going to do the same thing, a little square shape there as well. Then we have two square shapes here, and inside I'm just going to draw a smaller square inside it, and on this side do the same thing as well. There we go. Just two lines like this, and you can make another two lines like that. And see what I'm going to do. I'm going to make a line up, I'm going to color it in like that. I'm going to take a line up, color it in, and this way I'm going to do the same thing. There we go. This side we're going to do the same thing like this and like this. Now I'm just going to draw a straight line up like this, a straight line up, and I'm going to connect to this box like this, and I'm going to take it over, bring it to the down. I'll bring this one down as well, and now I'm just going to draw a curvy line on this side, and I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. So two curvy lines, and then from this side another curvy line up, another one up. Now what I'm going to do here at the bottom, I'm just going to bring it round, all the way around, and I'm going to connect it there. And here I'm going to do the same thing all the way around, and I'm going to connect it. So we have this strange shape, but this is going to be the head. So we're going to draw the top of the head like this. There we go. And there's the top of the head of our robot. Let's draw another square shape. I'm going to draw a little line there, and I'm going to bring it down. And from this side I'm going to bring it down as well. Good. And then I'm just going to draw a roundish line and connect those two. But here I'm just going to bring it down, and I'm going to bring it down. And then from here I'm going to connect the lines. There's one, and I'm going to draw a line there as well, like this. And then here at the bottom I'm going to do the same thing. So I'm just going to draw a round line right there in between, and I'm going to take it down there, and I'm going to color it in. Just make it black. I know this doesn't make sense yet, but just follow along with me and you'll see it's going to look absolutely amazing. And two lines there. And now you're going to draw sort of a square shape like this, and you're going to bring a line and take another line there. So you see it follows sort of this pattern. And right there below, just make another line like that. Next up here, I'm just going to draw some things for interest, just to make it a bit more interesting. So I'm going to draw a squarish shape like that, and I'm going to do this. There we go. There we go, there's a shape. And maybe here let's draw a triangle. There's a triangle as well. Now I'm trying to draw Robotech, but I'm doing my own things as well. So it's not an exact copy of Robotech, but I try to stay as close to the design as possible. Next, I'm going to draw another square shape, just like this, and I'm going to stop. And then inside I'm going to do the same thing, and I'm going to stop. There we go. And then right here I'm going to just draw a sort of a line there, and I'm just going to bring this line down like this, and then I'm going to connect it again. There we go. And the same that we did here, I'm just going to draw a line down, and I'm just going to draw another line down, and now I'm going to connect it. You see exactly what we did here. There we go, there's a box. And let's make a little square shape there, also just for interest. Beautiful. Inside, I'm just going to draw a line like this. So it's also, everything is like square shapes that I'm drawing here. You can draw something like this, and then again we're going to do this same kind of design. So 3 horizontal lines. You're going to draw a line in, color it in, color it in, another line in, color it in. There we go. And on this side you do the same. There we go, there we go, and this is the last one. There we go, perfect. Now let's go to the top again. So the first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to draw 2 round circles, 2 circles here. Sorry, round circles. Circles are round by nature. Okay, there's one, and roughly the same distance I'm going to draw another circle right there as well. I'm just gonna, the Robotech robot has got this shape there as well, this rectangular there. Alright, now that we have that, I want you to start right there and right here on these 2 sides, and I want you to make just a line up and stop right there, and here you're going to do the same thing right there. You're going to stop. What you're going to do now is you're going to draw a straight line up to the helmet or to the head of the robot. On this side you're not going to do it yet, because there's something I want to draw here. So what I want to do is actually I'm going to draw sort of a shape like this. It's like sort of a gun or something on this robot, and maybe just a line there. There we go. Now from there I'm going to bring it all the way up like that. Good. And now let's try to finish this off. So I'm going to draw another line to there, the same thing here, another line to there, and now I'm going to, like we did here, we're just going to close this line up like that. And on this side you're going to do the same thing, you're going to close it up like that. And at the bottom I'm just going to draw a shape there, and on this side we're going to do roughly about the same thing. You're going to draw a shape there. There we go. And there's the chest. There's the chest. And right here there's sort of a wing or something. So I'm just going to draw something like this on top, and there we go. And there's a wing right on top. Perfect. Next thing we're going to do, let's start here at the chest below. So you're just going to draw a line out like there, and on this side you're going to draw another line out, and then you're going to connect it here and here. So let's connect it. There we go. Perfect. Where can we begin? Maybe let's draw the legs first, and then we'll go back to the arms. I think that would be good. Maybe let's do the shoulders first. So the shoulders, I'll draw 2 lines like this, and yeah, I'm gonna do something like that. And on this side we can actually do the same thing. Here we go. And remember, don't worry if it doesn't look exactly like mine. And let's draw some shapes just to make it a bit more interesting. There we go, there we go. Good. On this side we can do the same thing. A circle with a triangle inside. There we go. Triangle this side and a little square. Now just for interest's sake. Alright. Then let's start with the legs. Now right here next to this I'm going to draw another box. See, there's a lot of boxes here, and on this side I'm going to do exactly the same. Draw another box, and we're going to draw a little box inside the big box, and again a little box inside this one, the big box, and then I'm going to draw a line out. I'm going to draw it straight up there, something like this, and this side we're going to draw Good, something like that as well. Perfect, perfect. And now we start with the leg. From here I draw a straight line back, and I'm going to do this, and this side I'm going to do the same thing as well. Great. And now let's do the leg. I'm drawing a line out, this side I'm drawing a line out, and I'm sort of going to draw a line in. There we go, and that's going to be our leg, and then a block, a square, like that. You can draw another square like that, and with a square you're just going to bring it in on both sides like this, and this one, 2 lines in, and now we do the inside of the leg. So I just want to draw 2 quick lines there. Let's color it in. There we go. Perfect. Now I'm going to draw that leg, inside part of the leg, and right here I'm just going to draw another inside part of the leg, and then we can do the outside. So I'm just drawing sort of a something like that, and on this side you can do the same. There we go, and maybe a line like that as well. So what I want to do, I'm just going to start here on the side, and I'm just going to draw a line there, and I'm going to draw an inside line like that. On this side, an inside line and an outside line. There we go. There we go, perfect. And then we can color this in. Great. So next I want to start with the arms. So we're going to start here, and then we're going to finish up the legs after the arms. So there's one arm. So it's always just a series of shapes, blocks and things. There we go, there's one arm, and we can do the same on this side. So I find it easier to repeat it on both sides. When I do something, immediately goes to the other side and do the same thing as well. Here we go. Good, and it looks about the same. Then I'm gonna draw sort of a shape like this, and this shape we're gonna make it black as well. Now for the arm, I'm gonna draw the forearm. I'm gonna draw a block like that. And on this side, I'm going to do the same thing. Sort of a strange block like that. I'm going to bring it down, do this, that. Same thing here, bring it down like this. Good. And then from here, I'm just going to bring the line straight back. And on this side, we're going to do the same thing. We're just going to bring the line straight back like that. Great. Now this is going to be a bit tricky. So what I'm going to do here, I'm going to draw sort of a box shape like this, bring it back, bring it so like that. There's a box shape, and then what I'm going to do, I'm just going to bring it back all the way to around the arm, and on the top we're going to do the same thing, and we're just going to connect it like that. Now this side, let's do the same thing. We're just going to draw a little box like this, bring it back, there we go, and then a line all the way around the arm. And then from here you're going to do the same thing as well. There we go. Maybe for the hands, let's draw a thumb. There's a thumb, and I'm just going to do 1, 2, 3. It's just going to be 3 fingers like this, and then we're just going to draw the finger segments of this robot. There we go. There we go. And there's the last one. For this one we're going to do the same thing. So we're going to draw a thumb like that and a line up, and then we're going to draw 3 segments, 1, 2, 3, and then there we go. Maybe something like this for the fingers. There we go. And maybe we can draw some interesting shape in here. So as I said, this is my own design, but it's also a copy from Robotech, so I try to I was inspired by this Robotech robot. It looks so nice, so I tried to draw it, but I'm doing a few things by myself as well. Change a few things. And then let's go on with the legs. So there's the arms, the body, and now for the kneecaps. So we're going to draw these big square shape there, and then you're going to do the same thing. You're going to take this square, you're going to bring it in like this. There we go. This side, you can draw this square and a smaller square there as well. Let's make a triangle. So a little triangle there on top, another triangle here, yeah, just for visual interest, and then maybe some square shape here. You see there's lots of squares and boxes that we put in here. Good. Oh dear. There we go. There and there. Something like that. And now what I want to do is actually draw something like this. And I'll take it back there. And this side, let's do the same thing. And I leave a space open, I take it back. Good. Now you see on this side you can't see this line actually, because it's behind the kneecap. And I'm just going to bring like sort of a U shape. Another U shape, and then just bring it back like this. There, there, and then I'm going to draw sort of a square shape there. Finish it off. Square shape there, finish it off. Great. Let's continue with the leg. And then from here I'm just going to bring it down. There we go. And from there, and I'm just going to draw a little line there. And maybe what about a nice little, let's do the same thing with this one. So you're going to bring it down. There we go. Like this, and from there you're going to bring it down and connect it, and again the same thing that we did here. There we go. Perfect. And our little triangle as well. Good. Let's finish up the side of the leg. So I'm just going to make it a bit broader. Just going to draw a line like this, and maybe something like this. And on this side I'm going to do the same thing, just a little bit broader, and maybe something like that. Let's do the same here as well. Here we go. And on this side finally, and then we're done with the shin area. Great. And last but not least, so I'm first going to draw a line there, and I'm just going to draw another line there. So I'm going to use that as my reference points. A little block shape like this, and this side I'm going to do the same thing, a little block shape like that. Good. Right here in the middle I'm just going to draw a little line down, and this side let's do the same thing as well. And now we're going to go and we're going to draw the bridge of the foot. We're going to draw this side as well. Good. And now you can just bring this back to the corners like this. And we'll do the same thing with this one. And now we can just maybe draw a little line like that, and maybe complete it like there. One straight, and maybe the same thing like that. Good. And there's our robot. I think this robot looks great. What do you think? Now you can take your markers, your crayons, or your colored pencils, and you can color this robot in the colors you like. And I'm sure it's going to look absolutely amazing. Please leave me a comment if you want me to draw something else. And thank you for drawing with me. And please don't forget to click the like button and subscribe to my channel. See you soon.